Welcome to the chateau. Kittens. Right, we're looking at walls again. And you can see the mortar is now all dry and we're mortared all the way down there. But we need to do this bit here and touch up that bit there. Pardon me. So today's plan is basically I think I'm going to do the dirty job first, because there's no point in doing some mortaring and then trying to chisel out some concrete up there. I don't know if you remember the last video, but what I want to do up there is get rid of the concrete, hard concrete in those gaps there. I do need to repair all this kind of stuff up here first. And then towards the bottom there's some mortar that I was wire brushing out but didn't finish, so I can get that out of there. Today's fancy new tool for using this, I have bought myself a death wheel, an angle grinder and a special blade to worry out this, so we are going to go full dusty. So basically I'm just going to tug all this out and I'm going to break out, I don't know if you can see it, the safety goggles, and I've got my face mouth guard thing, so I can, so it's not going to get dusty lung and all that kind of stuff. And the plan is going to use the angle grinder up there to get rid of all that hard concrete, because I can chisel that out quite easily, but I want to use the angle grinder to see how that goes up there, and then also to use the angle grinder down there and pull out all that material. And I'll need to just tidy up all the mortar remnants from there and stuff, just so I can get in with the angle grinder. But that's it. That's a good plan. So we're going to not only are we going to switch camera angles, I think we're going to switch clothes as well, because these are too nice to be doing all this kind of stuff in. So yeah, the next time you see me, it'll be in roughs and scruffs and on a different camera. Yes. So let's just get going. Okay, so you can see clean floor, well, aside from the dark there, and what you can't see is that I've worried out quite a bit with the angle grinder, the death wheel with its mortar rake attachment. I've done all that there. There's a few things to hack out, which I'll do with a chisel. I'd started doing the one up there, but I've done a few bits here. Let's see, so done a few bits sort of here. But I need to go in with the chisel and stuff. It was just too dangerous holding it, like it felt too dangerous holding it up with the wheel exposed to my neck and chest. I had some great footage. Yes, I had tripod all set up, but I didn't slide the record button, so that's all. That didn't record, which is great, because this was all full of smoke and they had sunlight coming through there, and I filmed a time-lapse, or thought I was a time-lapse of it dissipating. It would have been fantastic, but no. I could just fake it all again and just run the angle grinder through a few joints and stuff, but I'm not going to do that because I need to crack on. So the next thing to do is just tidy up all this kind of stuff here on the wall, give it a brush down, but give it a hoover out, hack away with find my chisel. I've got my chisel and hammer over there and stuff, and just tidy it up, and then we'll go in for mortaring. I think today we're going to be working from that portion of the wall down, I think there, and then once that's done, if I've got time, I'll fix this area here, because you can see there's a brick recessed in there which I might still keep, but these two here need fixing somehow, so I'm considering pulling them out. I don't know what I'll do, but I'm going to fix the surrounding mortar up there, put mortar in there, and then re-point all these kind of stuff, and that's going to be largely completed. And then yeah, this wall's almost done. We're almost there on this bit. Of course we have the other stuff to do, but let's just concentrate on this bit right now. Let's go. Yeah, hello. Right, we've done a few hours work, so in a few hours I managed to do all that there. There's obviously a bit missing there. I need to worry out some of that there, I think. There's the remainder of that to do. That's largely it for the bottom bit. I just need to do that there, and then it's just focusing a little bit, so there's little bits there to do. Obviously fill that in, chip out a few there, and that's the whole wall done. And then once it's all done, I'm just going to go over it again with a thick, almost like a thin slurry almost, of mortar, and I'm just going to put another layer of mortar on top of everything. It should only take like 4 or 5 buckets total, but I'm just going to slap it on, and there's little holes and stuff that I've missed, and I just need to tidy everything up and flatten everything up and make sure everything's cool. And then once that's done, then it's sealing it, I think, and then seeing how it looks sealed, and then once it's sealed we can progress on to the other side. So yeah, so hopefully when I come back, well, next time you see this, hopefully it's going to be largely done. Hopefully maybe a bit weird, I don't know. Hey, let's try oh go on, should we try one of those Peter McKinnon style moves? Okay, here we go. Hey, and as if by magic, it's all done. So obviously some time has passed, and yeah, so we have completed all the hard stuff. You'll notice at the top it's all filled in nicely. There's some still little bits to sort of top up here. I think there's some edge bits to do here. That's going to remain blank because this is wood, and I've just remortared that in. I was going to fill that with mortar, but I actually quite like the way it looks with the wood and the brick and the gaps. I'm leaving that like that. There's some few little details here to do in, like gapping here. I did this bit here, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to repair it, maybe put a little bit of mortar in, and then obviously this is going to have to be cleaned up nicely, and then I'm just going to plaster in that and make it look all nice and stuff. But that's stuff to do at a later date. On the other edge, obviously this side of the chimney breast has not been done. I've started on this side with a few joins, which was left over mortar when I finished that. I've started the edging between this wall and that wall, so there you go. There is a little bit to do at the bottom, like there, where we're just there, but that needs wearing out and finalising, which means I need to clean all this kind of stuff up, which is old mortar that's fallen off when I did this. There is some other bits to do to clean all this up. Some wire brushing needed on the edge, just to get rid of some excess mortar, like there, and all that kind of, just tidy up. Once that's all done, it gets a coating of preventative stuff, but we're not ready to do that just yet. I'll just take a step back because we're going to start work on this wall and ultimately this wall here. So that's the desk, the top side of the desk, which will hoy out. There's an impromptu desk there which will hoy out. Working ladders. We're going to clean up all this area before starting work on this wall. And so as you can see, I've just pulled off a little bit here just to check it out. You can see that's the top layer of plaster and the bottom layer of plaster, which is coming off. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to slowly take all this off, and then when we took all that off, we're going to use the death wheel with the mortar rake and rake out all that. I'm hoping when we reveal the brickwork behind there, it's not going to be higgledy-piggledy and requiring lots of brickwork and things to do. It'll be mostly like this, mostly straight, so it'll be easy to get out and easy to remortar back in. Like this here, this is easy to rake out and put back in, so it shouldn't take too long to do. So hopefully, I'm thinking, even though it's a bigger wall than this wall, it'll take half the time. That is the plan. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up the action cam. There's no way I'm filming the next bit on my iPhone. I'm going to set up the action cam, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to take all this off and then see what kind of hideousness is under there. Yes, it's kind of scary. This was super scary because it was damp, and then there was obviously water coming through. It's now not damp, which I'm happy about. This new mortar is really doing the work. Obviously, long term, it needs the outer wall doing, and it does need repointing the out, but the internal, it needed fixing. These bricks down here needed doing, the bricks down there needed doing, it all needed doing, so I've done it. So now I'm going to move on to this. As a point of reference, someone's actually meddled with this, because there's an upturned brick there, an upturned brick there, and a piece of wood there. I don't think they should be in there, but anyway, I'm going to keep those like that, even though there's no real mortar there, or there looks to be very little mortar there, and I'm considering whipping that out, because even though that was a really gnarly old bit of wood which looked good, this is a gnarly new piece of wood which looks bobbins, and If I can take it out without sort of damaging anything and causing the whole thing to collapse, I will do and replace it with the brick. But we'll have to cross that bridge because we are getting to it. Anyway, I'm rabbiting too much. This is how it stands right now. So I'm really happy with that, and I'm going to move on to that, and ultimately onto that wall. That is that down there is the real scary one. I'm not sure what's behind that. I know this is a chimney breast, but everything else is into the realms of the unknown. So anyway, that's beyond this video. We're going to concentrate on this wall, strip it all off, and then see how we're doing.